Well, it seems after months of Labour basically taking the mickey, and not only just them, but junior doctors, tube drivers striking, and of course Rachel Reeves' budget a short time ago, the BBC, or more accurately TV licensing, has come up and said, is it my turn to take the piss out of the British public? And I say that because they are once again putting up the TV licence fee. And it does seem, unfortunately, that Labour is very much on their side. And I say that because, according to this article, it says the price of the TV licence will rise by £5 from £169.50 to £174.50 next April. The government has confirmed. And yes, I know £5 in the grand scheme of things may not sound too much. However, if you pay for your licence yearly, as far as I'm aware a lot of people and some OAPs tend to do, let's face it, with them losing the winter fuel allowance, they could have done with the extra £5. So why am I saying that the government is very much on their side? Well, it says that Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy has told Parliament the BBC provides much needed programming for households across the country. So I'm guessing she's probably forgetting about things like, Netflix, and even channels like ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, or the other load of TV channels and online catch-up services that they also provide some much-needed entertainment. Quite a few of them, or perhaps nearly all of them in my opinion, provide superior entertainment than what the BBC could ever provide at all. But anyway, she hasn't finished there. She says this includes children's education, world class, in her opinion, entertainment, and trusted news. Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh there. Anyway, serious face. Trusted news for the people in all parts of the UK. Nandy added, though, I want to see the BBC thrive for decades to come. So, unfortunately, it seems, doesn't it, that as long as she is Culture Secretary, they're more than likely to get a free pass on any TV licence rise that happens. And yes, I know a lot of people out there will say, well, hang on a minute, the government sets the prices. The thing is, though, from what I've heard, they have to negotiate these prices with the BBC. And no doubt, of course, due to the ever decline in people buying TV licences, because let's face it, nowadays, who actually watches live TV? Unless, of course, you're watching a sporting game, then that's slightly different, I suppose. Unfortunately, you need one. But for the vast majority of people who do not watch live TV, or the BBC at all, then remember you can watch on-demand or catch-up services without needing the dreaded TV licence at all. Therefore, pocketing yourself now £174 a year extra than what you have had otherwise if you had to pay the BBC or TV licensing. Sorry, I keep getting those two muddled up, don't I? But anyway, through the Charter Review, we will have an honest national conversation about the broadcaster's long-term future. Well, hang on a minute, hang on. She is trying to say that it's all to do with the broadcaster, when in fact, no, the BBC can get their funding in other ways, can't they? Such as advertising and subscriptions if they seem to think they're the best. I seem to think they'll get 2 subscriptions. Number 1 will probably be Gary Lineker, and number 2, I don't know, it might be Tim Davie himself, And possibly Keir Starmer might get a freebie BBC subscription from Lord Addy or something like that. But anyway, they are trying to put this, that it's the BBC's future. In my opinion, that's what they try to do anyway. Thereby making people think, well, hang on a minute, I watch a lot of BBC. I like EastEnders and whatever else. I don't want to see that go nowhere. When in fact, it's the funding. And she needs to realise that. And it just goes to show, doesn't it, the amount of spin Labour can put on things. Anyway, this will ensure the BBC has a sustainable public funding model that supports its vital work, but is also fair and responsive to those who pay for it. And in the short term, we are providing the BBC with funding certainty while supporting thousands of households facing financial hardship to spread the cost of the TV licence. And there's another thing, actually, spreading the cost of the TV licence. With any ordinary subscription service, if you want to call it that, you pay as you go, don't you? I mean, you sign up for Netflix, you get a free trial with Netflix, remember? As far as I'm aware, anyway. I mean, there was rumours from what I remember a little while ago about them cutting it out. But even so, even if they didn't, it's still from $4.99 a month, which is a lot less than the BBC TV licence. But either way, you pay it as you go. You don't have to then pay, from what I'm aware, in a lot of cases, double for the first few months and then goes down to the £13 or whatever it is a month. I think they'd actually help themselves if they cut that crap out to begin with. But anyway, there is a nice little box here which says how to watch TV legally without paying for a TV licence. You can legally use the following services without a TV licence as long as you aren't using them to watch live or stream live TV. And they are on-demand TV such as catch-up and on-demand previews which are available through services including ITV Player, All4, My5, BT Vision, BT TV, Virgin Media, Sky Go, Now TV, Apple TV, Chromecast, Roku, Amazon TV, and a partridge in a pear tree. You can't watch or download programmes on BBC iPlayer without a TV licence, as I was saying, but let's face it, who would really want to in this day and age? On-demand movies from services such as Sky, Virgin Media, BT Vision, Netflix, and Amazon Instant Video. Recorded films and programmes either via DVD or Blu-ray or downloaded from the internet. And YouTube! Hey! Video clips that aren't live through services such as YouTube. So there you have it. If you haven't cancelled your TV licence, now in the run-up to Christmas, in my opinion, would be a really great time to do it, because let's face it, you could spend that £174, or currently £169.50, on a pretty awesome Christmas present. Of course, yeah, that is entirely up to you.